Good morning and welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to cover what came out last night, and I'm in a really good mood for some reason. I don't know what it is. Maybe the closer that we get to the apocalypse, right? I'm finally starting to come to the understanding that I haven't been crazy all along, right? And it's not just with crypto; it's with all the different things that were happening before this, right? Because I've been going out and telling everybody I know, dude, man, you need to look at this, man. So there's some really strange things going on, man. This could be very problematic in the foreseeable future. Everybody's been ignoring me, right? Everybody's been ignoring me for the last 5 years. Right now, for crypto, they also ignored me. I told 30 people about this. I mean, the day that it hit me, I didn't have to look into anything, right? I knew what was up. The second that it hit me and the whole picture came into focus, I said, oh shit, right? And so I called everybody I knew, and I mean everybody, at least 30 people. And out of those 30 people, one person listened to me, my boss, right? Outside of that, now, since then, I've had 2 or 3 other people jump on board and say, okay, yeah, I see what you're seeing, right? And my brother being one of those. But I mean, I am going to do a 360 windmill dunk in so many people's face here very shortly. It's already happening, right? I'm already starting the victory lap. And I hate to say that I'm doing some type of a victory lap when we're about to watch a total complete meltdown of everything. But at the same time, it's like for people that, I'll say it again, we're living through a Darwinistic event. Okay. And if it's about to get real, man. It's about to get real. That's just all I have to say. Okay, so I'm going to stop running my mouth and I'm going to get into the story here. So the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, the FDIC. So this is from Reuters, but this came out, several different sources. And if you notice right here, it says the future of money. I highlighted this. It's crazy. It's crazy that, just a year ago, it was a Ponzi scheme and it was a scam and all this stuff. And the great irony there of people calling crypto and Bitcoin. Now, when I never said crypto Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. What I always said was I think the government's going to ban it, and which is why I never got in. When the big picture hit me, I was all in. Okay. But the future of money, it's just crazy how far we've come, right? I mean, just a year ago, they would have been calling this a scam. And again, the great irony of people calling this a Ponzi scheme, the real Ponzi scheme is what these people are running. Okay, that is the definition of a Ponzi scheme. They can print money from nothing, hold it for themselves, and buy up everything. Right? They sit right next to the money printer. They can just hit boom and just print into infinity and just go buy up everything for themselves. Okay, that's the definition of a Ponzi scheme. And they're going to do it until the wheels fall off, and then they're going to get out of Dodge, right? They're not going to stick around for what's coming, in my opinion, right? They're going to be in Switzerland, they're going to be in the Nordic countries, they're going to be at their vacation house in some other country. All right, so I'm a little bit too amped up this morning. U.S. regulators exploring how banks could hold crypto assets. A top U.S. regulator said officials are looking to provide a clearer path for banks and their clients that are looking to hold cryptocurrencies in order to keep control over the fast developing asset. Then talks about Jelena McWilliams, who chairs the FDIC, told Reuters in an interview on Monday that a team of U.S. bank regulators is trying to provide a roadmap to engage for banks to engage with crypto assets. Here's the thing. They want you to see this. They want you to read this. That's why they're posting it. Okay. They want you to see all the stories they're coming out with. If they didn't, you wouldn't see them. Just like this story. They want you to see this. Okay. That's very important to understand. If they didn't, they would just keep telling you everything's great. The economy's great. Nothing's wrong. Everything's going, it's never been better. Right. All right, so I think, let me go down here. Hold on real quick. I think we need to allow banks in this space while appropriately managing and mitigating risk, she said in an interview on the sidelines at a fintech corporation or a fintech conference. If we don't bring this activity inside the banks, it is going to develop outside of the banks. Very true, which it is right now. The federal regulators won't be able to regulate it. Also probably true. McWilliams' comments provide the fullest picture yet of what regulators are exploring as a cryptocurrency sprint team first announced in May. The goal of the team was a sprint team. The goal of the team was to ensure cryptocurrency policy coordination among the three main US bank regulators, the FDIC, the Federal Reserve, and the Office of Comptroller of the Currency. US bank regulators, the Federal Reserve, who's accountable to nobody, right, and who can print money from nothing, is going to be regulated. I mean, we're living in the bizarro world. I can't overstate this enough. I was talking, and you know, as my portfolio and my holdings grow higher, my filter will start to become less and less. So just understand that. But this is just absolutely insane, like what we're seeing right now. And on top of that, you know, the Blackstone CEO, Steven Schwartzman, and I believe Blackstone's the largest private equity firm in the world. And I think that them and BlackRock used to be connected probably, and then there was like some type of a split or whatever. And so this is just how they do things. They keep everything spread out with a lot of different organizations, institutions, agencies, all of these different things, right? NGOs. They're really big on NGOs, right? That's how they move forward a lot of their policy. Blackstone CEO Steven Schwartzman warned Tuesday that high energy prices will likely set off social unrest around the world. Guys, I went out and bought tons of bottled water, chicken breasts, rice, all types of stuff yesterday, right? And I mean, not that I haven't been doing that up until this point, but I mean, just the stuff that I'm seeing. I mean, that's the thing, they want you to see it, right? They want you to see it. I mean, how are they even going to come out with this too? You know, CNN still holding down to, you know, things are going great, right? Things have never been better. Booming economy, right? Record high stock market. This is just insane, man. It really is. But extremely bullish news for Bitcoin cryptocurrency. And I mean, this is all, we're all coming to ahead at this point in time. And, you know, things are going to start getting very real. And well, that's my alarm going off. So to that point, bought more Bitcoin this morning. I bought $200 in Bitcoin this morning, but I bought $450 in Ethereum. So I now officially own a whole Ethereum. Very, very excited. My buy-in price is like, I think it's like 2,700 or something total, which I don't care about because I think Ethereum is going sky high. So yeah, and Ethereum, the supply is just extremely scarce too. So I mean, and it's going to continue to get scarcer. And I don't see Ethereum going anywhere. I think Ethereum is going to be essentially the main base layer blockchain. Not that there's not going to be other ones that do very well also, but you know, so very bullish news. And none of this is financial advice, by the way. I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own research and make your own decisions. But things are just getting insanely crazy, and things are escalating at a pace that I can't keep up with. I know I said this before, it probably sounds like a broken record, but there's 5 other videos that I could do right now just based off of the news that's come out in the last 48 hours. You know, Stellar had a big partnership. You know, there's a lot of other things that are going on. And I mean, this is just absolutely insane what we are seeing right now. It's going to continue to escalate. And when I was looking at what was happening with the price, actually, I was thrilled when I saw that this morning because I had been hoping for that so I could make that additional Ethereum purchase. Let me see where we're at right now. About at the same place, right? And so if you look at the graph on the yearly and you see what we just did after we came up and then we had the little downward, you know, downward movement for a few weeks, or maybe it was a month, and we had those 2 different flash crashes, and then we went bam and hit all-time highs. And now it looks like we're following a similar pattern to what we were several weeks ago. Regardless, I hope that it does continue to do that for another few weeks so I can continue to accumulate at those prices. I'm stacking up everything I possibly can, not financial advice. I've probably spent roughly $3,000 in the last week, just getting everything I possibly can, getting it in my wallet and getting ready to go. That's just me personally. This is not financial advice. So that's all I have for this video. I know this was kind of all over the place, but you know, I just, you know, I didn't want to be right about any of this. I didn't want to be right about any of this. And I didn't want to be, you know, I actually told everybody I know, I said, I hope I'm wrong about this. I really do. Because if I'm right about this, then this was months ago. This was like 6 months ago. This was like right when I got in. I said, if I'm right about this, then that means that everything else is going to absolutely collapse. There's no way to manage a transition like this, because at some point people find out and there's a mad rush and everything's moving around. It's going to lead to a collapse, which is what we're going to see. When that happens, who knows? Next month, tomorrow, today, 6 months from now, a year from now, who knows? But it is coming. And this is what people should really think about. Think about the things that these people have done. Okay. And when I say done, I mean, just think about the things that they've done, the money that they've printed, the way that they have allocated that money, how they have personally benefited from sitting next to the money printer. Think about all those things. Okay. They will do whatever they have to do to ensure there's no accountability for that. Okay. And when you have, it's not just these two people, these are just examples of the bigger picture. But when you have an entire class, this entire elite class that has benefited from this heavily, and most of their net worth is largely associated with being close to the money printer. I mean, you know, there's no telling what they'll do. Okay. There's no telling what they'll do because they know what's coming. And strap in, man. Strap in. Strap in. That's all I got for this video. Thank you, everyone who's liked, share, and subscribe. Take care. I will see you in the next video.